you have an occasion, God is just testing you, and maybe He has another job for you or a promotion elsewhere, but rejoice that you're in the will of God and you're praying. And he said, now the guy said, yes, you're right, I confess, I repent, I turn from that, I want to walk away and just rejoice and be glad in my job. He said, if you believe that, I got a bridge in the swamp I want to sell. The guy went away, left the church, and Osborne said he was sure that he told whoever else he could find at the other church. That's just what happened. He suggests this. Osborne suggests, and we're going to close this. None of us who seriously follow Christ can survive without these 5 essential qualities. And I believe these are right. I accept these for myself. One is obedience. It is essential, a trait. It is an essential trait of discipleship. It's the one thing that proves that we know and love Jesus, and it is the ultimate goal of the Great Commission, I think, and that's obedience. Obedience to the Lord. On the ups and on the downs. Being obedient to what the Lord has to say to us day by day. You know, some of us say, well, if the Lord ever asks me to do a big thing, I'll be obedient. Well, I hope you will. But how about the little things He asks you to do? Like your daily devotions, like honoring God, like day to day. Quickly we'll move on. Perspective. It's acquired the things we suffer. That pain, that agony, that discomfort, that unrest, those trials that come into our life when God is testing us for our improvement, it develops within us a perspective. You know, everything gets at times blown out of proportion, and perspective allows us to see the bigger picture. Sometimes perspective only comes with age. You know, you look back and say, I know how that's going to end. You know, I don't know how many of you, like we, have told our children and grandchildren, don't do that because this is going to happen. You know, how do you know that? That's perspective. I go through the life and the training and the learning. You know, I just know that's going to happen. And so we need that. God develops that within us as He carries us through these difficulties. And it gives us sometimes the perspective that sounds almost cliche, but that this too will pass. It may seem hard in the passing, but this is going to pass. We need endurance. It comes from being in spiritual shape, by the way. You know, if you're going to run 10 miles, anybody run the 10 miler? Did you? Yeah, you showed your finish. But you know, endurance. It comes from being in spiritual shape. You know, you're going to run that 10. Our grandson ran a triathlon. It was 20 miles on a bike, 10 miles swimming, 10 miles running, collapse and die.
Yeah, if you get that far.
But he had to train for that, months and months in advance, to build up endurance. And spiritually, we have to do right and do right and do right to build up endurance in our life. You know, God pushes us like a good coach, if you will, so that we'll have the strength to endure. And then finally, quickly, oops, I don't want that.
There you go.
There it is. Confident and courage. Endurance produces the mental, spiritual toughness that we call confidence. Confidence and courage. You know, any time, just listen to this and we're going to close. Anytime we overcome something that we dreaded or dread, like suffering for Christ in some way, we walk out with a new and a God-given level of confidence. Carolyn has walked through a test, and she has even greater, I'm speaking for you, which I think you'll give me the liberty, she has an even a renewed and greater confidence in what the Lord can do. Look what the Lord has done. be careful about, look what the Lord has done through me. Just simply, what has the Lord done? The Lord has done this. So, exceptional disciples trust that God can turn fiery troubles into glorious triumph when Jesus Christ is revealed. Now, in this life and in the ultimate future. Because I believe trust transforms trouble into triumph. Let's pray.